पर्सनल डॉक्यूमेंट फाइल होती है, एक तरह का फॉर्मेट है जिसमें जैसी भी चीज़ डाल दो वैसी आज, मतलब जैसे फ़ोटो होती है ना उसी तरह से आ जाता है। जिस कंपनी में ये काम करते हैं ये राजेश और उसी कंपनी ने बनाया।
इसको दूर रखा पास रखता हूँ।
दूर रखता हूँ तो आवाज़ ही नहीं जाती है।
वो एकदम
दूर रखता हूँ ना तो आवाज़ नहीं जाती है। देखता हूँ थोड़ा एडजस्ट सीख जाएंगे तो।
हाँ थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा,
सीखना पड़ेगा।
नैसे सीखते था बहुत था।
ये सारी चीज़ें हैं ना यहाँ पे।
Connected to OnePlus 3G.
आँख बंद, आँख चलाओ।
कौन सी बात?
लाइट बंद ही चलाओ, पंख 10वें लाइट कर बंद। अच्छा वो पंख चलाओ थोड़ा सा, ये जो चल तेज से चलाओ कर पता नहीं कुता तेज। Morning chanting. Yo so bhagava arahant
सम्मा सम्बुद्धो साक्षातो येन भगवता धम्मो सुपटिपन्नो यस्य भगवतो सावक संगो तमयं भगवन्तं सधम्मं ससंगं इमे सकारे यथार्हम् आरोपिते अभिपूज्य साधुनो भन्ते भगवा शुचिरपरि भूतोऽपि पश्चिमा जनता नुकम्पमानसा इमे सकारे दुगतपर्णाकार भूते पटिगन्हातु
अम्हाकं
दीर्घरतं हिताय सुखाय
अरहं
सम्मा सम्बुद्धो भगवा बुद्धं भगवन्तं अभिवादेमि।
स्वाखातो
भगवता धम्मो धम्मं नमस्सामि।
सुपटिपन्नो
भगवतो सावक संगो संघं नमामि।
अन्वयं बुद्धस्य भगवतो उद्भावनमकारं करोमसि।
नमो तस्स भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा सम्बुद्धस्स नमो तस्स भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा सम्बुद्धस्स नमो तस्स भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा सम्बुद्धस्स।
त्रिरत्न वंदना। हांदमयम रतनतय प्रणाम गाथा यो चीव संवेग परिकीर्तन पाठन च भणामसि। बुद्धो
सुसुन्दो करुणा महान्नवो योचन्त शुद्ध वरज्ञानलोचनो वन्दामि बुद्धमहम् आदरेण तं धम्मोपदीपो वियतस्य सत्तुनो यो मग्गपाकामतभेदभिन्नको लोकोत्तरो यो च तदत्तदीपनो वन्दामि धम्ममहम् आदरेण तं संगो सुखेताव्यतिखेतसन्नितो यो दिट्ठसन्तो सुगता बोधको लोलप्पहीनो हरियो सुमेधसो वन्दामि संघं अहमादरेण तं पुण्यं मया यमं मम सबपन्दवा माहुन्तु एतस्य प्रभावसिद्धिया इद तथागतो लोके उपन्नो अरहन् सम्मा सम्बुद्धो धम्मो च देशितो नियानिको समिको परिनिब्बानिको सम्बोधगामि सुगतपवेदितो मयन्तं धम्मं श्रुत्वा एवं जानामः जातिपि दुःखा जरापि दुःखा मरणमपि दुःखं शोकपरिदेव दुःखदोमनस्य पायासापि दुःखा अप्येहि संपयोगो दुःखो पियेहि विप्रयोगो दुःखो यमपीच्छं न लभते तमपि दुःखं संकीर्तेन पञ्चुपादानखण्डा दुःखा सेयतीदं रूपोपादानखण्डो वेदनोपादानखण्डो संज्ञोपादानखण्डो संखारोपादानखण्डो विज्ञानोपादानखण्डो तेषां परिज्ञाय धर्मानो सुभगवा एवं बहुलं सावके विनेति एवं भागा च परस्य भगवतो शासनेषु अनुशासने बहुला भवत्यति रूपम् अनिच्छं वेदना अनिच्छा संज्ञा अनिच्छा संखारा अनिच्छा विज्ञानम् अनिच्छं रूपं अनत्ता वेदना अनत्ता संज्ञा अनत्ता संखारा अनत्ता ज्ञानं अनत्ता सभी संखारा अनिच्छा सभी धम्मा अनत्ताति ते मयं होते नाम जातिया जरा मरणेन शोके परिदेवे दोमनस्य उपायासे दुःखोत्थिन्ना दुःखपरेता अप्येव नामिमस्य केवलस्य दुःखकन्दस्य अन्धकिर्याय एताति चिरपरिनिब्बुतं पितं भगवन्तं शरणं गता धम्मं च संघं च तस्य भगवतो सावकेश यथा सती यथा बलं मनसि करोम अनुपटिपजामा
सासानुपटिपत्ति
हिमस्य केवलस्य दुःखकन्दस्य अन्तर्क्रियाय संवर्धतु। अब हम मोगलाना भुजंग सुत्ता का पाठ करेंगे।
नमो तस्से भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा सम्बुद्दस्से। नमो तस्से भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा सम्बुद्दस्से। नमो तस्से भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा सम्बुद्दस्से। एवं मे सुतं एकं समयं भगवा राजगहे विहरति वेलुवने कलंदक निवाते। तेन खोपन समयेन आयास्मा महामुग्गलानो गिज्जे को पद्धते विरति आबाधिको दुःखितो बालगिलानो। अथ को भगवा सायं समयं पतिसल्लाना उत्थितो येनायस्मा महामुग्गलानो तेनुपसंकमि। उपसंकमित्वा पञ्चत्ते आसने निसीदि। निसज्ज को भगवा आयास्मन्तं महामुग्गलानं एतद् कच्चिते मोग्गलान कमनीयं कच्चि यापनीयं कच्चि दुःख දුක්ඛා වේදනා පටික්ඛමන්ති නෝ අභික්ඛමන්ති පටික්ඛමෝසානං පඤ්ඤායතිනෝ අභික්ඛමෝති නේ භන්තේ khමනියං නයාපනියං භාවයාමි දුක්ඛා වේදනා අභික්ඛමන්ති නෝ පටික්ඛමන්ති අභික්ඛමෝසානං පඤ්ඤායතිනෝ පටික්ඛමෝති සත්තිමේ මොග්ගල්ලාන බොද්ධංගා මයා සම්දක්ඛාතා භාවිතා බහුලී කතා අභිඤ්ඤාය සම්බෝධාය නිබ්බානාය සංවත්තන්ති කතමේ සති සම්බුද්ධංගෝ කෝ මොග්ගල්ලාන මයා සම්දක්ඛාතෝ භාවිතෝ බහුලී කතෝ අභිඤ්ඤාය සම්බෝධාය නිබ්බානාය සංවත්තති ධම්මවිචය සම්බුද්ධංගෝ කෝ මොග්ගල්ලාන මයා සම්දක්ඛාතෝ භාවිතෝ බහුලී කතෝ අභිඤ්ඤාය සම්බෝධාය නිබ්බානාය සංවත්තති විරිය සම්බුද්ධංගෝ කෝ මොග්ගල්ලාන මයා සම්දක්ඛාතෝ භාවිතෝ බහුලී කතෝ අභිඤ්ඤාය සම්බෝධාය නිබ්බානාය සංවත්තති ඊති සම්බුද්ධංගෝ කෝ මොග්ගල්ලාන මයා සම්දක්ඛාතෝ භාවිතෝ බහුලී කතෝ අභිඤ්ඤාය සම්බෝධාය නිබ්බානාය සංවත්තති පස්සද්ධි සම්බුද්ධංගෝ කෝ මොග්ගල්ලාන මයා සම්දක්ඛාතෝ භාවිතෝ බහුලී කතෝ අභිඤ්ඤාය සම්බෝධාය නිබ්බානාය සංවත්තති සමාධි සම්බුද්ධංගෝ කෝ මොග්ගල්ලාන මයා සම්දක්ඛාතෝ භාවිතෝ බහුලී කතෝ අභිඤ්ඤාය සම්බෝධාය නිබ්බානාය සංවත්තති උපේක්ඛා සම්බුද්ධංගෝ කෝ මොග්ගල්ලාන මයා සම්දක්ඛාතෝ භාවිතෝ බහුලී කතෝ අභිඤ්ඤාය සම්බෝධාය නිබ්බානාය සංවත්තති Imekho moggallana satte buddhanga maya sammedakhata bhavita bahulikata abhinyaya sambodhaya nibbanaya samvattati tagga bhava bujjanga tagga sugata bujjangati idanoce bhagavat mano ayasma mahamoggallano bhagavato bhasitang abhinandi utthāya cāyasmā mahamoggallāno tamma ābādhā tathāpayeno cāyasmato mahamoggallānasya so ābādho Edena vacca vajjene sottite hotu sabbeda Edena vacca vajjene sabbha rogo vinassetu Edena vacca vajjene Hotu te jaye mangalang.
We'll now meditate and listen to reflection by Lungpa Sumedho. Awareness is not an object.
Being aware of being aware. Right now you're just, I'm reflecting for you in this way of being aware of the posture, which is an object of awareness, isn't it? There's awareness of the body sitting. It's like this. And there's an object. The body is an object of awareness. Being aware of the breath. Mindfulness of the breath, the inhalation, exhalation. Awareness is aware of an object. The breath is an object. So that we get this distinction of awareness going out towards objects. When you're looking at me, then you're aware of me sitting here on this seat. So your awareness is of what you're seeing, what you're feeling. You're aware of the breath, the nostrils, you're aware of the posture of the body sitting on the mat. And then being aware of being aware. So you're getting to the source of it all, right, to awareness itself. But awareness is not an object, and so you kind of inform yourself that being aware is like this. It's consciousness here and now. You can be aware of start thinking, trying to figure out, what awareness is, or doubting, or, whatever thoughts arise, whether they're doubts or skillful means or whatever, they're doubts, your way of thinking, of being doubtful. Doubting is the result of thinking. So the third Sanyojanar, the third fetter, the first one, as I've said before, is Sakyaditi. The second is, we translate Sakyaditi as identity with the body. We're firmly convinced that I am this physical body and all it entails in its appearance and age and nationality, race, gender. All this is, created a sense of identity with the gender of the body, with the appearance of it, with the age of it. This is all done through thinking. The body doesn't say it's how old it is, or the body doesn't tell you it's you. The body doesn't have language, it doesn't, so when you're aware of the body, and then you say, I'm this age, I'm this gender, I'm this height, I'm fat, I'm thin, I'm male, I'm female. You project all these words, these concepts, onto the body itself, when body is a sankhara. It is what it is. And then we create a sense of a separate self, an ego. Sakyaditi is a convincing argument that I am completely separate from you, because the bodies are separate from each other. And with words, we create the separate self, the ego, which is, the ego is based on the illusion, all these vulnerable conditions, like your physical body is what you are, which is a very vulnerable form. So there's a lot to fear if all we are is, if our only identity, the reality of our life is just the physical body that's sitting here, because anything can happen to it. We hear news about epidemics, deadly epidemics coming in the future, climate change, heating of the planet, wars, conflicts. And these bodies are, subject to damage at any moment. So, fear is the result of thinking about the future. The possibility for sickness, illness, disease, loss, humiliation, death. So then as meditators and as disciples of the Buddha, we ask ourselves, is the Sakyaditi, this sense of me as a separate, vulnerable form, is that my real identity? Is that all I am is a food body? You start looking at your body and it's food, rather than seeing it in highly personal ways or through vanity or conceit, You have to feed it every day, feed it food. If we don't, then it gets sick and dies. But then mindfulness, sati sampajanya, in Pali word sati, mindfulness, sampajanya is intuitive awareness. It's an awareness of the present is like this. Knowing your conscious is like this. Being aware of me sitting on the seat is like this awareness, consciousness. Is it inside the body? Is it contained within the form of our physical body? Or is the body in consciousness? So these are like inquiring, self-inquiring questions to ask. What is consciousness? If it's just dependent on the eyes, on seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, thinking, we can go blind, we can lose our sight and go deaf and so forth. So the senses themselves, are sankharas. So they're vulnerable too, they can be damaged or lost. But can consciousness be lost? Even somebody we consider unconscious means their senses aren't functioning in the way that normal human beings function. But there's consciousness, they're still alive. So in this retreat, this is the opportunity to investigate the reality of our very being present here and now. Doubt, Vicikicca, the third Sangyojana, the third fetter, the fetter is an obstacle that prevents us from seeing clearly. Is, when we try to think our way to Nibbana, or try to conceptualize consciousness, define it as some kind of object. We find ourselves going around in circles and nobody can define consciousness, cannot objectify it. So, in modern psychology and science, consciousness is the great mystery. And yet we're all conscious. Consciousness is here and now. This is the fact that we have to admit is the certainty of this moment. Consciousness is like this. You are conscious. Consciousness is the body in consciousness or consciousness in the body? So thinking like this is a way of kind of examining, investigating, inquiring into the way it is. And in mindfulness of the body, I've noticed, years ago when you go through the body, the sensation of the body from the top of the head to the soles of the feet, and you're kind of aware of the parts of the body that you can witness and observe. Be aware of the body, through awareness, mindfulness of the soles of the feet or the top of the head or the right elbow or the left little finger, whatever object you create in your mind, you're aware of it. So you think to yourself, the little finger on my right hand, and you're aware of it. Is the awareness, is consciousness in the little finger? Can the little finger be aware of itself? And these are kind of ridiculous questions, but they're important to instruct ourselves. Can my right hand be aware of my left hand? Or is awareness, and then you have the whole body reflection, awareness of the whole body sitting, like the four postures, sitting, standing, walking, lying down. Right now sitting is like this. Can the body itself, is it aware of its sitting? Can the body be aware of itself, or is there awareness of the body? Where is consciousness then? Inside? Is it the brain? Is it, contained inside the body, limited to the form of each individual? Or is the body in consciousness? These are like doubts, which you keep thinking like this, but it's a way to use doubt for investigation. Because it makes, when you do something, you have to reflect on it. You're not looking for an answer with more words, but just observing. Is consciousness inside me, this physical body, or is the body inside consciousness? Then we can say this, all of us, everybody here in this room is inside consciousness, or are we just totally separate forms with our own personally stamped unique consciousness? So this way, reflecting on the word consciousness, we're using sati sampajaya mindfulness, intuitive awareness, which is intuitive awareness, as I've said before, is in Pali it's sampajanya. It's not intellectual, it's not thinking, it's awareness. The body's like this. The whole body, the sense of whole body awareness. I can't, where do I come from my head, from my eyes? I can't see the back of my head or my back. If I want to see the back of my head, I have to get several mirrors to see it. I can't see my back. Well, I can see my knees, my feet, my hands. So seeing, is to have the whole body, reflection on the whole body here and now. Is awareness isn't inside the body's inside awareness. So in taking this to its logical conclusion, the universe is in consciousness, rather than consciousness is in various bits of the universe. Consciousness is separate, is it some kind of mystical force? It's the most ordinary reality of every moment that we breathe. Consciousness is like this. So I say, are you conscious? And you say, yes. So this way of reflecting, we assume, before I ever meditated, the sakyaditi, the sense of myself, I never reflected in any way other than I just assumed consciousness is inside the body. That's the way it seemed. The idea of body and consciousness didn't ever occur to me till I encountered Buddhism. And that's one of the main reasons I became a Buddhist was because this seemed to make more sense of my life than the way I viewed myself through the ego, which was based on all kinds of opinions, views, ideas, ideals, thinking process, memories, hopes for the future, fear of the future, and so forth. The whole Sakyaditi, Thilabhakabharamasa, the whole sense of, I'm this unique individual, separate with everything else opposed to me in some way as an object. So in Buddha Dhamma, then these kind of words in Pali, is a tradition that's been carried through 2,500 years. They're words just like any other, but they're for reflection, for contemplation. So the Four Noble Truths, not doctrinal positions we take on, it's not like everything is suffering and kind of a negative cover for experience of life. It would be very depressing to think of the First Noble Truth as ultimate reality, as a metaphysical truth. It's, so the way the Arya Satya, noble truth, is to be reflected upon, to be used as a way of observing the physical body, the thinking habits we have, the emotional conditioning that we have, that we experience in the four postures, being aware of the breath. Who would ever think of being aware of the breath unless, you're having breathing problems? And so much of modern life is to distract oneself from the here and now, like television, internet, it's in this process of going out to things through the senses. And modern technology has increased that ability for distraction. We can go to the supermarket and buy all kinds of delicious sweets and pastries and food and stuck it up in the refrigerator. When we get upset, we feel lonely or depressed, we can start eating, drinking, smoking, looking at our iPad, calling our friends on the iPhone. Everything is so immediate, and a person of my age, we didn't have all such easy distractions. My generation grew up with the radio as a kind of luxury. So we listened to distract ourselves, we listened to the radio. Didn't have television until I was a teenager. Then in less technically advanced societies, you have, back in the Middle Ages and so forth, before you had radios, and so you had long winters in Northern Europe, and what did people do, They made things, they wove baskets and embroidered tea towels, anything, to do something, because not doing anything, sitting and just reflecting was not an option. Religion, for the most part, was a belief system. You were told what to believe, And so you accepted that. To fit into the society, you had to accept the belief systems that were available, what your parents told you, what your society offered you in terms of religion or social ethics or values. Then with Buddhism, it's not, it's an opportunity to start questioning, to awakening, not just be caught in a Buddhist belief system that's imposed on us, so that we just operate from believing what the scriptures say without reflecting on them. Because it's very obvious, the Four Noble Truths are meant to be used, they're not inspiring in like when you talk about God or the Deva Loka or Brahma, or you have unconditioned love, compassion, and then you talk about words that inspire the mind. Like the word love, or universal love, or God is compassionate and loves us all equally. It's inspiring, as a concept. But then in terms of reflecting on the way it is, what do we mean by God? Because people have different perspectives, different attitudes, different beliefs. And which are the right ones, or the wrong ones. And then that's a matter of opinion. When we talk about God, what are we really talking about? What are we referring to? There's a common word, and you hear in the news and everything about evangelical Christians believe in God, and God speaks to them individually and so forth. What are they actually doing? And is God, a patriarchal male up in the sky, or is it a person? And then the feminists say, why doesn't God have to be male? Why can't God be female? So you get caught up in doubt or arguing about the gender of God, but what do you mean by God? So one time when in 1979, when Rinpoche came to England the second time, we were at Chithurst in West Sussex, and we were invited to Anglican seminary in Haywards Heath, which is a town in Sussex. We had a Church of England Anglican seminary, so I went with Rinpoche to this seminary, and the postulants, the priests, were all very interested in what Rinpoche had to say, and he would talk about God, and so I would have to translate, in Rinpoche. And then Rinpoche said, what they mean is Dhamma. So now we got this word Dhamma and God. God tends to be anthropomorphized into, patriarchal male form, so that's an anthropomorphic image imposed on, because the mentality is, the father is the patriarch, the one that lays down the laws and protects the family. So the whole idea is comes from this illusion of the male, Dhamma as being male, or God as being male. But notice in a skillful way the Buddha presented this situation is Dhamma doesn't have a gender. It's not anthropomorphic. There's no physical form for it, not human form. But Dhamma is here and now. So, in Santitiko Akaliko Dhamma, apparent here and now. So you could even use the word God, apparent here and now. So you're bringing it into the reality of the present moment, then you can actually know and not just believe what somebody tells you. This is why it's, this encouragement that I'm making is really to learn to trust this awareness. Because it isn't something I create. It's not like I, as an individual person, create consciousness. But the creations I make through thinking, are in consciousness. As a personality, as an individual, I can create all kinds of things. I can create fears, or greed, or lust, or anger, or jealousy. I can create, learn different languages, study philosophy, acquire knowledge of science. I can acquire all kinds of things on the conditioned level. But when I let go of everything, and rather than seeking knowledge as something I acquire from somebody else or from something else, what's left is knowing, isn't it? At the end of the day, you know you're conscious. Consciousness is like this. It's knowing here and now. It's not knowing about anything. And then learning to abide in this awareness, trusting it. Because it's here and now all the time, so it doesn't come and go. It's not like it has a beginning and end. Our awareness of it we can be distracted, forget about being mindful by looking at the iPad or listening to the radio or eating food or whatever. We have our habit patterns for entertaining ourselves and distracting ourselves through sensory conscious experiences. But when awareness is aware of itself, Jit and Jit in Thai, this I really found, this was in Thai they use the word Jitta, which is a Pali word, means consciousness. Jitta knows Jitta. Jitta is not an object at that time, it's just self-knowing. It's like this. It's not like one kind of jitta ends another kind of jitta. Or consciousness knows some other consciousness. It's self-aware. This is awakened, enlightened awareness. That is, the whole thrust and pointing of the Buddha Dhamma. So it's interesting to think of like in Hinduism, Shiva or Brahma, Vishnu. In Christianity, you've got God, Jesus. In Islam, you have Allah, Muhammad. And God tends to, in all these religions, they anthropomorphize forms, thoughts. But, getting to the reality of here and now, we're not anthropomorphizing Dhamma or God, but awakened awareness. atheism, where you say there isn't any God, or believing in God, the Christian God, or the Jewish God, or the Muslim God, and they're supposed to be the same God, but none of these religions get along with each other. And then Hinduism, Shiva, Vishnu, Brahma, it's not denial of any of those gods, but it's getting behind the concepts, the anthropomorphic images, to the reality that is here and now, which is awareness, consciousness. So you hear, modern thinkers, kind of condemning theistic religions or religious beliefs and that, because but atheism, believing there isn't any God, is still a belief, because we haven't found out what that really means. So you can believe there is, and believe in God, or you can believe there isn't any God, or gods, or you can take the agnostic approach. Well, I don't really know, probably there is or isn't, who cares? Or is the Jewish take on God the right one, or the Islamic one on Allah, or the Christian? We can argue these points depending on our cultural, religious conditioning. Basically, Jews, Christians, Muslims believe in the same God. There's no argument about that. But all the conflicts arise in the views they have, what they think is God. Which is the modern, the Jewish God old-fashioned, and the Christian version is more up-to-date, and Islam is even more modern than Jesus, and you get into time and history and views and opinions, personal preferences, religious conditioning. But on a retreat like this, we start examining the belief in God as an old man up in the sky, old white man up in the sky. And so, that's the child version, like Santa Claus, isn't it? Up to a certain age you believe in Santa Claus, and then you realize there isn't any. But sometimes we carry these beliefs, into our lives because we don't know. I've known people who say they believe in all the gods just to make sure when they die. So that's one way of solving a problem. But it's very complicated, to believe in so many gods. So, like the genius of the Buddha was bringing our attention to the here and now, to investigate. And this is where we have to trust this awareness. It's not personal, so it's not my, Ajahn Sumedho view of Buddha Dhamma and that, it's not based on what I think of, what I believe or think, but it's an investigation of believing and thinking. So beliefs are sankharas. You can't believe something 24 hours a day. You believe in, when it comes, you believe in God, you say yes. So you think you believe in God, or you believe there isn't any God. No, I'm an atheist. All that is rubbish about God. Religion is the opium of the people, like Karl Marx proclaimed. You can believe that. And you can believe monotheism is better and higher than polytheism. like the Christians criticize religions like Hinduism because it looks like polytheism. They believe in all kinds of deities and gods. And monotheism is a kind of cultural advancement. Paganism is believing in all kinds of gods and anthropomorphic images in nature. So, monotheistic, brought up as a Christian, you tend to look down on polytheism, pantheism, paganism, because you assume that your form of belief is more advanced. So, this is all about thinking and clinging to thoughts and views, to conditioned views. How you were brought up, whether your parents were atheists or Christians or agnostics, we acquire the views, opinions from our parents. But what isn't a view or opinion from parents at this very moment is awareness. It's not polytheistic, it's not monotheistic, you can't call it anything. It's not that this view is, my view that I hold is right, and if you don't agree with me, you're wrong. But I'm pointing to the common reality that's shared at this very moment is consciousness. We're all in the same consciousness. So that's unity, isn't it? It has this sense of awareness and we know we're aware. Everyone in this room knows they're aware. It's like this. And as at first with awareness you point to objects. What you see are objects that you see, or the sounds that you hear, the odors you smell, the taste that you're tasting, the heat and cold on the body, the pleasure, pain feelings, sensory experience. You're going out towards what you see, hear, smell, taste, touch, you're thinking, and then refraining from going out, being aware of being aware, or jit and jit, or consciousness knowing itself, sati sampatanya, intuitive awareness. So this is where, when we talk about insight, and in Pali the word jnana dasana, and insight knowledge is not acquired knowledge. So through this investigation, you have insight, wisdom, not through acquiring what wise sages have said in reading books, but wisdom is natural to us. It's not something that somebody doesn't have. But it's oftentimes overlooked for our beliefs, our prejudices, our biases, our fears. So I would like to have this going out through the senses. That's the world that we create. We believe in the world as something separate, that we see, that we hear, smell, taste, touch, that we feel. The world out there is separate from me because I'm just this sensitive form sitting here on the seat. And you're all objects in the world. And that's thinking, that's how it seems on the thinking level, the conditioned view, without intuitive awareness. But then with sati sampajanya, intuitive awareness, and through the reflection on the teachings of Buddha, the consciousness is immeasurable. It has no form. It has no air. You can't objectify it. You can't find it, through seeing or through any of the senses. But you can be aware of consciousness, aware of itself. Sati sampajanya. Another experiment, one of my favorite passages in the scriptures is in the Nibbana Sutta. And this was, the Buddha saying, making a statement. He says, Ati bhikkhave ajatang aputang akatang asankadang. What this means is he's saying, bhikkhus, Ati bhikkhave, there is the unborn, uncreated, unformed, unconditioned. So he's making a statement. He's not philosophizing or supposing, guessing, He's not saying, I think there's something called the unborn, uncreated, unformed, unconditioned. Or like this kind of direct affirmation, there is the unborn, uncreated, unformed, unconditioned. Now try to imagine the unborn, uncreated, unformed, unconditioned. They're all negations of the born, the created, the formed, the conditioned, aren't they? Using the unborn, uncreated, unformed, unconditioned, use a suffix, a negative, denying suffix or prefix. And then try to imagine the born, the created, the formed, the conditioned. You can't do it. You can't create images. And that's why in language you have to use the prefix un, unborn, for born. And then the Buddha says further, because there is the unborn, uncreated, unformed, unconditioned, there is escape from the born, the created, the formed, the conditioned. That's how it's translated in English. There is the escape, freedom from the born, the created, the formed, the conditioned. So, like in meditation, where in Vipassana, Satipatthanas, the four foundations of mindfulness, investigating the form, the created, the born, the conditioned, which is the body, the feelings, the mental states, the thoughts. We're looking at them in terms of their characteristics of impermanence, unsatisfactoriness, and non-self. And as you let go of your identity with the born, the created, the formed, the conditioned, you have the second one is about letting go of this blind, ignorant attachment to the formed, the born, the created, the conditioned. What's left when you let go, when there's no attachment, no delusion, is the unborn, uncreated, unformed, unconditioned, which is consciousness. Because what you're left with, when you let go of everything, of all the conditions, there's still awareness, consciousness, knowing it's like this. So these teachings are, this teaching from the Nibbana Sutra is very, found brilliant kind of reflection. And just trust yourself. Imagine the unborn. Imagine consciousness. Try to imagine consciousness as if it's separate, and if it's personal. So you could form images of my consciousness is in me, and you create these with words, with images, anthropomorphic images. You create images of deities, of gods, of devas. But can you create an image of unborn, uncreated, unformed, unconditioned? It's impossible. Your thinking mind stops. You can't imagine the unborn. But even though you stop imagining and trying to create images, there's still awareness. And it's noting this awareness, beginning to respect it, to love it, to realize that this is what you can trust. This is the escape from the born, the created, the formed, the conditioned. All the things that are vulnerable, changing, unstable, and that we tend to identify with when we let go. We're not getting rid of them, but we begin to realize our ultimate reality, Dhamma, here and now, timeless. So it's an insight knowledge, not a belief kind of understanding, having read the Nibbana Sutra, that you kind of figure it out intellectually, but it's applied directly, like what is the uncreated at this moment? And you can't create anything. You can't imagine the uncreated. So the thinking mind stops, packs up, can't create an image. What's left when thinking ceases is doubt, not knowing, but it's conscious. You're trying to figure out what is God or Dhamma or Allah or Vishnu or whatever, then you create images, forms. But the unborn, uncreated, unformed, unconditioned, Dhamma is uncreated, unborn, unconditioned, unformed. So by this way of reflecting, you stop trying to imagine or create things through the thinking mind, but trusting intuitive awareness. Because when you've let go of thought and identity with conditioned phenomena, as the unborn, uncreated, unformed, unconditioned, Buddha was not telling us a lie or trying to delude us, but pointing very directly to the reality that we all engaged in, that we are in ourselves.
उपेक्षा ब्रह्म विहार का अभ्यास करेंगे। देखा ब्रह्म विहार, सभी ब्रह्म विहारों का सिरमौर, जिसकी उपस्थिति में ही बाकी ब्रह्म विहारों का अभ्यास हम ठीक से कर सकते हैं। और आज की परिस्थितियों में हमारे दैनिक जीवन में बहुत लाभकारी, बहुत महत्वपूर्ण। भगवान ने समझाया उपेक्षा का तात्पर्य मंगल सूत्र में, पुट्टस्य लोक धम्मे ही चित्तं यस्य न कंपति, कि लोक धम्म जो हैं 8 बताए जाते हैं, सुख दुख, हानि लाभ, यश अपयश, सफलता असफलता, ये हमेशा होने ही वाला है। और इनके संपर्क में आने के बावजूद भी, इनका स्पर्श होने के बाद भी चित्त हमारा कंपायमान ना हो, शांत रहे। और चित्त में हलचल भी हो तो उसको भी देख ले शांति से, तो भी शांत रहेगा। चित्त में हलचल क्यों? क्योंकि हम लोक धम्मों के प्रति राग द्वेष का प्रतिक्रिया होना एक स्वाभाविक बात बन गई है। जो प्रिय है उसके प्रति राग, जो अप्रिय है उसके प्रति द्वेष। और इसका भी मूल कारण पंचोपादान खंदा दुख। हम शरीर को, वेदना को, अपने परसेप्शन को, संज्ञा को, संस्कारों को और इंद्रिय विज्ञान को अपना मान लेते हैं, उसके साथ तादात्म्य बनाते हैं। तो सचमुच में उपेक्षा संभाव, उपेक्षा ब्रह्म विहार की पुष्टि तभी होगी जब हमारी प्रज्ञा इतनी जाग जाए कि पांचों खंडों को ठीक से देख पाए। उनके अनित्य स्वरूप को पहचाने और उनके अनात्म भाव को जाने कि मैं नहीं हूँ, मेरा नहीं है। ये शरीर मैं नहीं, मेरा नहीं। शरीर पे होने वाली वेदनाएं और हमारे देखने पहचानने के तरीके और जो प्रतिक्रिया हम करते रहते हैं, वो सब कंडीशन फिनोमेना है जो कंडीशनिंग के कारण उत्पन्न होते हैं। इसीलिए रतन सूत्र में हम सुनते हैं भगवान की वाणी, यथिंदुखीलो पथविंसितोसिया चतुम्बिवाते ही असंपकंपियो सोपमं तत्पुरुषं वदामि यो आर्य सत्यानु अवेच्च पश्यति। आर्य सत्यों को ठीक से साक्षात्कार करने से चित्त किसी भी परिस्थिति में कंपायमान नहीं होता। तो हम सबकी प्रज्ञा पुष्ट हो, आर्य सत्यों का दर्शन कर पाए। इस समय भी जो मन की स्थिति है उसको देखें, उसके प्रति तादात्म्य भाव न हो, शरीर के प्रति तादात्म्य भाव न हो। तो अपने आप समता पुष्ट होती है, उपेक्षा भाव जागता है। एक जो महत्वपूर्ण कारण उपेक्षा भाव के डिस्टर्ब होने का, कि अपने दुख का कारण हम बाहर की परिस्थिति, वस्तु, व्यक्ति को समझ लेते। तो उसके लिए भगवान ने लोकीय सम्मादिट्ठी का विवरण दिया हमारे लिए, कर्म सिद्धांत का। इस समय की परिस्थितियों में भी ऐसा होने की बहुत संभावना रहती है। तो आए वो कर्म सिद्धांत को एक बार फिर से याद करते, अपने मन में समता का, उपेक्षा भाव की तरंगों को महसूस करें। कम्मस्य का कम्मदायादा कम्मयोनि कम्मबन्धु कम्मपटिशरण यं कम्मं करिष्यन्ति कल्याणं वा पापकं वा तस्य दायादा भविष्यन्ति। उपेक्षा भाव को और व्याप्त करने के लिए अपने जीवन की हम परिस्थितियों को देख सकते हैं और उनके प्रति उपेक्षा भाव का अभ्यास कर सकते हैं। और फिर अपने प्रियजनों को, अन्य जनों को जिनको हम जानते हों, या जो अनजान लोग भी इस समय विभिन्न परिस्थितियों में हैं, अधिकतर दुख की परिस्थिति में, उनके प्रति उपेक्षा भाव का असर मन को व्यथित नहीं होने देना। इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि उदासीनता का भाव, क्योंकि उपेक्षा भाव के आधार पे ही सचमुच में करुणा जागती है। तो आए थोड़ी देर हम ऐसा अभ्यास करके शरीर में उपेक्षा भाव व्याप्त करते हैं, उसकी तरंगे। अपने जीवन में जो अप्रिय इस समय परिस्थितियां हैं उनको याद करके उनके प्रति उपेक्षा भाव का एटीट्यूड बनाते हैं। और फिर धीरे धीरे बाकी और परिस्थितियों के प्रति भी, जिनके बारे में हमें जानकारी है, या अन्य लोगों के बारे में भी। मन में अगर डर है, चिंता है, बेचैनी है, तो उसके प्रति भी उपेक्षा भाव, ये समझ के कि ये सब संस्कार है, मैं नहीं हूँ, मेरा नहीं है, परिस्थितियाँ बस जाने। तो इस तरह से अभ्यास करते हैं थोड़ी देर। सारे शहर में, देश में, सारे विश्व में इस समय महामारी के कारण इतना हाहाकार मचा हुआ है, उसको याद करके चित्त कंपायमान होता है। तो उस चित्त के अंदर जो भी प्रतिक्रिया होती है, जो संस्कार जागता है, उसको याद करके तो उसके प्रति भी समता का भाव। कर्म सिद्धांत को याद करके, अनात्म बोध को याद करके चित्त को समता में स्थापित करते हैं और यही इच्छा करते हैं कि सभी प्राणी, सभी लोग जो विभिन्न परिस्थितियों में हैं, वे भी ऐसा कर पाएं। सहगतेन चेतसा एकं विसंभरित्वा विहरति। अब इन शरीर की तरंगों को आधार बना के अपने सामने की दिशा में, उस दिशा को उपेक्षा की भावना से व्याप्त करने का अभ्यास करते हैं। तुतीयं तथा तृतीयं तथा चतुर्थम् इति उद्धं अधोतिर्यं सम्पति सम्बद्धताय सब्भावन्तं लोकम्। उपेक्षा सहगतेन चेतसा विपुलेन महद्गतेन अपमानेन अवेरेन अव्यापज्येन परित्वा विहरति। एक एक करके सभी दिशाओं में अपनी तरफ, अपनी ओर और सभी प्राणियों की ओर, सभी लोगों के प्राणियों की ओर ये शुभेच्छा कि सब लोग उपेक्षा भाव में, समता भाव में पुष्ट हो, ताकि दुख से सचमुच मुक्ति मिल सके। सभी प्राणियों की दृष्टि सम्यक हो, ऐसी शुभेच्छा के साथ समापन करते हैं। सर्वे सत्ता सुखी होन्तु, सर्वे होन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा किञ्चित् पापं मा किञ्चित् शोकं मा किञ्चित् दुःखम्। भवतु सर्वमङ्गलं, रक्षन्तु सर्वदेवता, सर्वबुद्धानुभावेन सदा सुखी भवन्तु ते। भवतु सर्वमङ्गलं, रक्षन्तु सर्वदेवता, सर्वधर्मानुभावेन सदा सुखी भवन्तु ते। भवतु सर्वमङ्गलं, रक्षन्तु सर्वदेवता, सर्वसङ्घानुभावेन सदा सुखी भवन्तु ते। अरहं सम्मा सम्बुद्धो भगवा बुद्धं भगवन्तं अभिवादेमि। स्वागतो भगवता धम्मो धम्मं नमस्सामि। सुपटिपन्नो भगवतो सावक संघो संघं नमामि।